God and meditate deeply, you will see beyond this shadow which you are looking at, the vibrating light. And the shadow itself is vibrating light. Just as it says, those who can perceive this one light will realize the universe as an essentially undifferentiated mass of light. I told you light is the key to the whole thing. And the meditations of self-realization will take you to that light as the Holy Ghost within you, vibrating with the power of God. Now, let me give you a practical illustration of these two things of which I have spoken. The motion picture. The Master said, remember the illustration of the motion picture. Because it's an everyday thing. It's common to all of us, but we do not utilize it for the highest purpose of knowing God. We have in the motion picture, we have the booth. And in that booth, we have the film plus the energy, the power. Now that power passes through a lens and produces a beam of light, does it? And that beam of light, carrying all those multitudinous images, strikes the screen and we see the picture. Now, if we become attached to the light and shadow, we feel for the hero and we hate the villain. And the first thing, we're one with the picture, are we not? Sometimes the ladies cry and feel bad. Why? Because they're attached to the picture. And so it is with the cosmic dream. And this is important. The cosmic creation is just the same as the Master said. There is the booth of eternity. And in that booth of eternity is his cosmic energy. Remember that. And that energy passing through the lens creates the cosmic beam. And that cosmic beam strikes the screen space, producing the light and shadow of creation. Now that is the cause of creation. That is how God has made things. He had it first in his own great intelligence, in ideas. Then he produced this mysterious thing called light, which is his own consciousness vibrating. And then he projected it on the screen of space, producing universe upon universe. And if you will remember these two things, these two illustrations of the motion picture and the cosmic motion picture, they are the same. Hindu philosophy speaks of it this way. The great Larry Marsha calls that great beam of light the Kutesta, which is seen at this point. The single eye of God, the single power of God. At this point, if you meditate and concentrate, you will see that single cosmic light there. And the other aspect of God is his omniscience, his all-pervading omniscience, which we feel is all-pervading love. That's the one thing from which all things have come. Kutesta, at the third eye, the light at the third eye, plus God's all-pervading love. So you see, in Hindu philosophy we had the same thing, cosmic consciousness as Vishnu, and the power of that cosmic consciousness, the cosmic energy, as the Kutesta. Now I spoke a moment ago about the cosmic beam coming from the booth of eternity, passing through a lens, producing the great cosmic beam which has produced universe upon universe. In 1947 or 48, I've forgotten just which year, the Master had a wonderful ecstasy at Mount Washington, and I was privileged to be there with others. And in that ecstasy, Divine Mother, the great cosmic light, intelligence of God in that light, took over his body and spoke through his voice. It was the strangest thing to hear his voice change into that of Divine Mother and then change back to his voice. And he said at that time, he said, this is the only time this has happened in this age, where Divine Mother takes the human voice and speaks through it. And in that, during that ecstasy, among other things, they traveled far and near. And then one time the Master said, he says, I see the disc the little disc whereby the cosmic beam is projected. So you see the illustration of the motion picture. Very fit. Because there you have the Master's word, that there is a cosmic disc, a cosmic lens, which projects the great cosmic light and produces the creation by the making of light. Isn't that wonderful? That's something to think about. Something to realize. That same consciousness of God the Father, cosmic consciousness, is that consciousness in you and me which you are seeing me with, and which you are understanding and comprehending. That's cosmic consciousness in you. What's the matter? We're separated from it. We're separated from it. We cannot feel it. We cannot feel its all-expansive nature. And that cosmic power of God, the great beam of light, that same light is in you. It says in the Scriptures, ye are children of light. What's the matter? We haven't become one with that light. We're taken up with, attached to the light and shadow of creation. But we can. We can, by following the right technique, get beyond the light and shadow of this body and this creation and merge in the one great light of God. Greater than that. Greater than merging in His power and energy is to merge in His omniscience, His consciousness as love. That's what the Master has done for all.